Okay, we can deploy another unit. Do I want to, or do I want to wait until we've got these guns? I think I might just wait. Oh, and in fact we're not actually producing many guns anymore. Right, we'll wait. And in fact, we could start training these guys. Let's split out the units that need training, and then do that. Oh, you know what else we could do? Don't need that unit. I'm going to make sure that all of my units are the artillery guys, the Bubing Gen. You already are. And then we'll just start producing a bucket load of artillery and making sure that everyone is upgraded to it and fully trained with them. Because it was definitely beneficial having artillery-trained units in China. 100% useful. So I suspect that's now everyone going to need training. We are also going to switch our production to primarily artillery. We'll leave it like that. How many divisions does the Pope have? 1. The Pope has 1 division, but the Pope is now a puppet of the Two Sicilies. Previously it was just allied, now they're actually a puppet. Manaskas, Turaluno, and Maxwell Wins. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Much like Tibet, news from the Mongolian capital, Urga, is sparse. For many years, the status quo of the nation has been the leadership of the Russian Baron Roman von Ungern-Sternberg. However, recently news has come out that after a rebellion in the west of the nation, the aristocratic princes, led by the Inner Mongolian prince Dem Chagdon Grub, I don't think I could have said that in a more London accent, overthrew Ungern-Sternberg while his army fought in the west. In a press release to the new media groups in Urga, Prince Don stated that Mongolia is once again in the hands of the Mongolians, and that they must look out to save the Mongolians living under Chinese tyranny. Mad Baron's rules at an end. Nazi Allman Yassi and the Big Muscle, thank you very much for the follows. Is it just me, or is artillery very strong, all infantry armies? Artillery is very strong, particularly against all infantry armies. And the reason for that is that infantry armies don't have armor, so they do maximum damage because it's all soft attack. Alright, so how many artillery am I short? We're actually only short 169. Admittedly, the artillery we're using is just support artillery. It's not, like, line artillery yet. I probably will try to upgrade to that, though. Axenhelm Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Oh, 13 days. I need to not forget this. I absolutely must spend on those. The Kamul Khanate declared war on the Xinjiang clique. It seems like the western gate between China and Central Asia has broken down into violence once again. Governor Jin Shuren's recent dispute with Kumul has resulted in a large contingent of volunteer soldiers rising up against the army garrison. This was one of the opportunities where I could support... Here we go, send guns. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll support them. Because we know that Mongolia in this is anti-China. So in order to maintain Chinese unity, we want to counter them. There is, but it becomes tenuous at best during the unification and enemies at worst. There is what, Faceless? I saw your message earlier, but I didn't know what you were talking about. Do you mean the, guarantee? Is that what you're talking about? Sending those guns cost PP. Oh. You're right. Oops, we done goofed. Well, I guess the Yingdao activities are about to get worse. We'll suppress the KMT. 4 days. Not going to get enough. Can you bring the rebel provinces back into the League? Yes, conquering them, I think. I don't know if there are other ways of doing it. Also, what's the thing I need to send more volunteers? It's one of these, isn't it? Could have sworn there was a way of doing it. German Reconstruction crews would be really useful. But I think we want to get rid of these two first. And then we'll start working on the Reconstruction. Or is it a decision? I know there's a way of doing it. Hell, I thought there was. Barcus Ferelius, Supreme Migu, and hello, I'm your son. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. We were too short. 2. Jabal Shamar declared war on Nejd. Didn't grow. I'm going to do it now. Shh. It's down to medium again. It apparently didn't trigger anything. So now I have a bit of time to actually invest again. A massacre of the Yingdao followers. Oh no, here it is. A standoff between the Yingdao adherents and soldiers in Yingdao camp have escalated into a massacre. After the religious fanatics refused to leave, which they had been ordered to by the soldiers as they were harassing nearby city folk, the soldiers began doing this by force. This led to a counterattack, which made the officer in charge decide to begin shooting. However, the shooting didn't stop until there was not a single Yingdao follower left. Nearly 1,000 are dead. While Shi Xingguan fired the officer for his excessive use of force, Yingdao unrest is likely to only get worse. Lose 5 stability. Disappointed! But now we do have some time, so let's finish off the investigation. We have waited long enough with presenting the results of our investigation into the assassination of the former leader of the League, Sun Chunfang. It is time to finish up the work and release the results to the public. Hopefully we can spin these results in such a way as to strengthen our position. Neige took 2. Isn't it an event that fires during the Vietnam Revolution? You're right, it is. Which still hasn't happened. 5,000 guns short, 167 artillery. Should I buy in tungsten for this? You know what, I'm going to switch you two around. So that all of the steel goes to the artillery. German East Asia declared to run into Chinese Union. Speaking of the devil, let's do a quick save here. Because we're definitely going to support them, but I'm going to wait until the event triggers. East Turkestan declared war on the Xinjiang clique. So the Xinjiang clique is having some problems. Oh, it's just these little blue guys, and then Kamul Khanate. I love that the basic infantry equipment comes with the Chinese Dao sword. It's nice fluff. Is that in the vanilla game? I'm not actually sure. I don't remember. Been listening for a while, but finally off of work. How has it been? You mean the update in general? It's been really good. Hey, Valiant. Am I going to try and help the strategic buffoon Helmuth this time around? Of course I am. After the Weltkrieg, Germany seized French Indochina, but stability wasn't restored until Germany crushed the South Chinese revolutionaries in 1926. Now, Indochinese nationalists and leftists under a coalition government called the Viet Minh have risen up against the colonial regime. Nguyen An Ninh, the head of the Viet Minh, declared the independence of Indochina. After a salute to the Internationale and World Revolution, he condemned the brutal German oppression of the working class and affirmed the Indochinese workers committed to anti-imperialism and the liberation of the colonial people. Observers agree with German media that they are just some weak peasants, that the German garrison or even the police could easily suppress the rebels known as the Viet Cong. Come on. Give me the event, so I can actually send them. Please. Pretty please. There we go. AOG requests our support. With Indochina in open revolt, the AOG has requested that we support Ostasia in quelling the rebellion, both to help a friend in a time of need and to safeguard against possible syndicalist threat in future years. They shall have our full support. We gain some political power, and we get the Ostasian Volunteers National Spirit, which gives us max volunteers, and also makes the market liberals like us more. It is, after all, just good business. Alright. You're definitely going, and I think you. Send volunteers. Those two divisions. Off you go. And then I need to choose which of you two is going. Zheng has a lot less experience, so Deng is going. The relationship between Fentiang and Japan is basically Germans to the League, but less painful to deal with. Fair enough. How are things going? Am I still going strong? I mean, we're surviving. This little blue guy and the little white guy down here used to be our territory too, but they split away. But at the moment, things are peaceful. What's the end goal? Unite China or make the world speak Chinese? Right now, the end goal is survive, because we know from previous experiences that the rest of China doesn't like us very much. If we achieve that, then we'll see. I think the officer initiative focus gives you the extra volunteer unit over your military focuses. I mean, we just got it from the event. No, this one gives you the empty trait slot. And we also need to make sure that we get some more of this stuff finished. Repairing the machinery, repair factory, or village reconstruction. That one removes widespread destruction. So long as we have widespread destruction, we can still do these. Effects when removed. Remove national spirit, widespread destruction. We're not doing that. We'll repair the machinery. And we do want to keep some political power for when these two complete, because then we're going to need to suppress them again. Germany stage has cancelled the Lend-Lease. That's fine. I'm not going to lend them this time. Losing a lot of ground right now. Come on, people. How long are you going to take? 10th of October, okay, 2 more days. East Turkestan declared war on Kumal Khanate. So this is now a 3-way war. Turkestan, Kumal Khanate and Xinjiang are all at war with each other. Interesting. Finally, it is time to officially complete the Sun investigation and release the results. However, with the report in our hands, it may be the best results were changed a little to be more to our liking. We must make sure we control the narrative around Sun's death. I'm going to stand by the results. I'm not going to try and stifle anything here. and the investigation is now done. So we can purge the complicit, which we know is actually quite strong. University Oversight Board or the Governor question. You know what, let's do the University Oversight and then purge the complicit. We have seen how dangerous students can become if they organise. They were the key players in the anti-concessionist movement and will continue to be dangerous if we do not properly keep an eye on them. Therefore, we must establish the University Oversight Board, which will make sure that any dangerous individuals within universities are neutralised. They do lose a lot of ground in the beginning because they have so few to no troops down there when it starts. Fair. 2 divisions we sent have arrived. Now here's the question. Do I want to stymie the surge of the Indo-Chinese forces, or do I want to leave them up here to deal with the inevitable uprising? We'll send you down there for the time being. Come on. Take the train. It's a long way. So actually, you holding on to Hugh would be quite nice. Yeah, because you're actually guarding that side. So I'm going to cancel your current objective and tell you just to stay here. Plus we'll be holding up 5 different divisions. At 6:23 AM, Marshal Sun Chunfang awoke and was served his morning breakfast. At 6:51, he got out of bed and put on his marshal's uniform and went to a meeting with some of his officers. At this point, Shi Changchao, the assassin, put on her disguise as a serving woman and had infiltrated Sun's serving staff. Following Sun's meeting, Sun then went out to the courtyard where some troops were being trained. As he watched the training exercise, she approached from behind, drew a German Luger pistol and shot Sun 3 times, once in the centre of his back, once in his shoulder, and 1 bullet firing past his head. She was quickly apprehended by Sun's bodyguards and Sun was rushed to medical assistance. However, he lost blood very quickly and so passed from his coma a few weeks later. Evidence collected by the investigatory body have concluded that Shi Zhongquao was working alone, seeking revenge against Sun, and her family members were killed in some of Sun's wars. Gain stability. And yeah, I know that Hanoi spawns rebels. I'm probably going to rush troops back when that happens, because holding on to Hanoi is definitely going to be important. But while I'm down here, I can be getting experience. I'm interested to see if the AI does a better job this time around with the uprising. As we said yesterday, it's their fight to lose. And they seem to do an annoyingly good job of doing that. Den can now get infantry expert. Please do. And you can get offensive doctrine, which I would very much like you to do as well. Oh no, you can't. Need more command power. We're gonna need to suppress them again soon. Billy! Oh, you're counter-attacking. Okay. You think it will help? It helps. Meanwhile, Hanoi still has their 1 militia up there. Right, the other thing I need to do is make sure that you guys get maximum equipment. You have the priority. And here we go, Owen Rommel. See, I told you! Rommel's been moved from Germany and is now in East Asia. And it was actually, I'm pretty sure, Rommel's fault that we lost yesterday. Also, Germany East Asia apparently has a fleet off the shore because we're getting bombardment bonuses. Oh, no, don't attack. And this time around, we don't seem to have a marine. Oh no, these two are stuck here. If you kill him, then you're fine. Huey Long elected president of the USA. Despite the massive instability rampant in the nation ever since the Great Depression in 1925, the presidential elections went forward, and the voting results are clear. Huey Long in the America First Party is the 31st president of these United States. Is that all of them leaving? I think that is. University Oversight Board. Finished. Let's purge the complicit. Currently, there are still many people in our government who we cannot be sure if they will support us. Using our release of the results of the Sun assassination investigation, as well as by painting our enemies as complicit in the collapse, we should be able to make many arrests and purge our ranks of their presence. Yes, we don't like their presence. They were bad. So let's do the village reconstruction, because that leaves the factory repair corps, which we can do next time. And that way we get all of the spirits done, which I'm pretty sure that we didn't last time. You guys are crossing the river into jungle. And now Hanoi is completely unguarded. They are counter-attacking again, so let's see if we can help. Because we do hit pretty hard. Admittedly, we don't have the line artillery yet. That's something that's still missing from our units. So maybe I do want to buy in tungsten. Seems like such a waste for just 3 pieces. Russian Republic declared war on Transamur. That's a big Transamur, crikey. And Transamur, I'm guessing, is still part of Japan? Mm-hmm. So Russia and Japan are now busy. Creation of the International Avant-Garde. A combined effort by the Commune of France and the Union of Britain a few days ago has birthed the International Avant-Garde, a program that aims to create a unified art style for art and the genre for music, as well as new literary techniques, each of them encouraged to be socialist, unorthodox, anti-traditionalist and anti-religious. So what kind of Chinese are we? The money-loving kind. I mean, you're not wrong. All of this is, after all, just good business. How long does this one take? 60 days. Oh, this doesn't actually come with a bonus, it just gets rid of the penalties. Go ahead. Getting rid of penalties is also useful. Oh, these are German units. Oh, right. Puppet. They're not actually here to fight, they're just here to make up numbers. Don't seem to be getting equipment very quickly. That's a cut-off. Very nice. Still no uprising in Hanoi. The attack on Saigon has ended and these two are about to die. And at that point things become rather more difficult for us. Wait, why can't I do this? Right, because it's already at medium, which means it has to trigger. And this requires the governor question as well. Alright. Now that Marshal Chi's power has been secured against the enemies from the outside, we must make sure we are secure internally. Many people throughout the population, from the peasant class all the way to the highest officers, were complicit in the collapse of the League of the Eight Provinces. Therefore, the only answer is to purge the complicit. In doing so, we must focus on one of the main groups currently opposing us. The young students of China is where dissent and rebellion spreads. Kuomintang and the Yinghuan Dao remain in secrecy and must still be destroyed. Even Sung Chunfang's old friends and associates have shown they cannot be trusted. I'm going to say we're still going to destroy the Kuomintang. Anti-capital people. After the traitorous uprising of the governor Anhui, Chen Taoyun is... After the traitorous uprising of Governor Anhui Chen Taoyun, we now once again control his province. We must decide who replaces Chen as the governor of Anhui and make sure that our replacement does not repeat Chen's mistake. Furthermore, we should also finish formalizing relations with the other governors, not all of whom agree with Chi's ascension. Alright then, let's do that. Wait, you're on the German side? Yeah. We are the nation formerly known as the Allgemeine Ostasiatische Gesellschaft. And one of our main political parties is still the Allgemeine Ostasiatische Gesellschaft. How harsh shall we be? Before we execute the purge of the complicit, we must choose how brutal we are going to be to those who were arrested. In this group will be criminals and rebels who, given the chance, will bring about the end of stability and society as we know it. Well, yesterday it was chosen rather overwhelmingly that it shall be execution. The Italian government falls. After many months of terrorist acts by the ANI rocked the Italian Federation and caused many within the nation to doubt the government's ability to maintain order, a vote of no confidence was held in Milan today, a motion which passed by the narrowest of margins. Attentions have now turned to the Consiglio della Federazione Italia, the old government of the Italian Federation, which lapsed after the 1929, but which still technically existed, and it has stepped in to fill the void left by the Republic. The council, consisting of aristocrats from the states of the Federation and led by Adriano Visconti, Duke of Lombardy, has suspended elections and declared the restoration of the Italian Federation in full. Interesting, so what's that mean? Authoritarian Democrats are in charge. Republic survives and restoration of the Federation. Visconti, isn't he a general in vanilla? I think so. Oh. Oh! Nice move. Massive naval invasion, though again they've failed to guard the port. So if I went back here, can I sail around? I'm pretty sure the volunteers can't. And also you failed to attack him. Which could cause me some problems. So I am instead going to go and deal with this problem. Four divisions cut off from the port. For goodness sake, AI. It's not rocket science. Have my armies finished training? Some of them have. A very good point.